Hey, this is Dr. Mike. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Music Ministry 101, where I give choir directors all the tools that they need to get their choir sounding great. Let's talk about how to teach a beginning choir about singing in harmony. So, the first issue that you're probably going to face is, let's say you have a newer amateur choir and you want them to sing in two parts. So you split them up into two different groups, and what you find is they have trouble singing in harmony and actually staying on their own part. So oftentimes at all levels, so even elementary and middle school students, they'll hear a different part and they'll start to kind of sing that part as well. We notice this a lot with amateur singers that just aren't used to sticking on their own part. So, what we've got to do is slowly teach them how to stay on their own part, even when they're hearing other parts. Now, this is a process we can go through, which starts like this. So, first of all, you start by teaching them both of their parts separately. So you teach the sopranos, this is your part in this section. You teach the altos, this is your part in this section. Then you start to slowly combine those two things together. So maybe you have the sopranos sing their part while the altos hum their part. Okay, see how we're just slowly introducing harmony? The next strategy is to have the sopranos sing their part while you play the alto part on the piano, again, to expose them to that new harmony. Oftentimes, I will say something like, okay, I'm going to try to mess you up now. I'm actually going to play the alto part, but I want you to sing your soprano part. So don't let me throw you off. Stay strong on your individual part. Then, after a few takes of that, you put the two parts back together and you see if they can do it. If they can do it, that's really good, which is often the case. If they can't do it, they just need a little bit more time with that exposure to the other parts and your encouragement as well for saying, stay strong on your own part. Don't be fooled by the other part. I've actually taken this to an extreme level with a middle school choir. When I had two parts with a sixth grade course, I have one group stand on the stage on this side and one stand on the stage on this side. So they're probably about 30 or 40 feet apart. Then we sang the piece. They did well. Then we'd move closer and closer and closer until they could sing the piece, stay on their own part, even when the other part is right next to them. And I want to give you something else too. So one of the most important things is to have leaders in each of the sections, because folks that identify more as followers will try to gravitate onto those folks to help them with the notes. So this can be quickly solved by balancing the number of focal leaders you have in either section. So let's say you have a really strong soprano, but they can also sing alto. But you know they're a good musician. You might take that person and put them in the alto group for a little bit so that both groups have a good leader that people can latch onto. So I hope this was helpful for teaching beginner harmony. The same can work for SATB or four-part harmony. So you can slowly introduce other sections, even start with the basses, then add the tenors, then add the altos, then add the sopranos, and make sure that they can do it each time. If they can't do it, you have to go back a step and then get them more comfortable singing on independence with their own part. If you want to get your choir sounding really good right away, make sure that you do a really good choir warm-up. I've actually put my favorite 10 choir warm-ups together right onto a free guide or cheat sheet, which you can grab by clicking the link in the description below or going to musicministry101.com/warmup. So I hope this was helpful. Consider subscribing to the channel for more advice and strategies for choir directors like yourself. And thank you so much. I'll see you in another video.